Okay, hello everyone. It's Danzak Boxing, Danzak Podcast. We're here today with Benjamina Naylor. We're in Bangkok, Thailand, and it's a great opportunity to have a conversation with you, Ben. Haven't seen you for a while. Last time we seen each other was in UK, in Oxford. Oh, how many years ago?
Well, I don't know, back in Oxford before you left, maybe 5-6 years ago, something like that.
Yeah, it could be like that. Okay, first of all, tell everyone who are you, what you're doing.
For those who don't know me, my name's Benjamina Naylora. I work as a performance coach. I specialise in working with combat athletes, specifically working with MMA fighters, boxers, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, and I help them reach a high level of performance. I'm also a black belt in Jiu-Jitsu, so I teach that as well.
Yes.
So, that's what I do. Yeah.
Okay. Ben was working at the same gym I was training back in UK, in Oxford, and then he switched to Bangkok right now.
Yeah.
How long?
So I've been in Thailand for 2 years now. So I first came to Thailand to travel. So I spent the first 6 months just traveling, coming away from my business because I felt like I needed some time away and just to reevaluate things, to try to give me a different perspective on, my business, my life. And yeah, traveled for 6 months and now it's been 2 years. I now have a business set up here, teaching jiu-jitsu and working with private clients, and also I have an online business that I work with people from all over the world. So yeah.
Okay. First question. If you would choose one thing, what you're not doing now, instead of all that personal coaching, sports, jiu-jitsu, all that stuff, what would you do if not this?
Wow, interesting question.
Feel free to like and comment. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much.
Well, the first two things that came to mind were maybe a professional dancer.
Okay.
Yeah, because I love to dance.
Really?
Yeah. So I love to dance.
Okay, I never knew that.
Yeah.
What kind of dance?
Just I'm into more hip hop, R&B.
Oh, right.
I like a lot of tech house music.
Okay.
I do bachata classes as well, but I kind of like going out and just doing my own thing and not sticking to anybody's routine.
Nice. Nice. So you've done dancing when you were younger, or what?
I've danced from a kid.
Okay.
Back home, music was a big thing in my house.
Yeah.
Always music playing in the house and stuff like that. My mum would get me to dance in the living room in front of her friends and stuff.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah.
there were musicians, your mum or dad?
No, but music was a big thing. I grew up around music and I started making music. So I used to rap. I used to MC.
Yeah.
To hip hop and R&B and UK garage, UK grime when I was growing up. But that was my thing. Like Dizzy Rascal, Dizzy Rascal.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that and
MC Ben.
yeah. Well, the name was Ragga B.
Ragga B.
Yeah, Ragga B.
MC Ragga B.
Yeah.
All right.
Because when I was younger, I was a little bit naughty. So ragga is like
When I say more, you say fire. More fire. More.
something like that. So yeah, ragga was the name. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, nice. Okay, if not this, you'll be dancer. All right.
Yeah. Or
That's interesting. Yeah.
I was
You have a plan B.
Yeah. The other thing that came to my mind was drama. I loved drama as a kid. So acting.
Oh.
I think I would have went into drama, acting.
Like theater.
Plays. Like TV. Because I love the whole concept of creating a character and going into character and acting and
nice.
creating some type of story.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Have you actually took role playing classes or whatever, seminars or something like that?
I was very good at drama in school, but that was as far as I went.
But you had something like that in school?
Yeah,
Oh,
we used to do drama lessons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why. We haven't got something like that in school.
They don't have it?
Yeah, but in my city, particular, in Wuch town, there's a film school which is very famous.
Yeah.
So the question I like the most, what is your mission?
Big questions, man.
Yeah,
You're coming with the big ones.
I told you.
You're not even warming me up. You meant to do the warm up. Okay, that's I believe I know that one. I feel like my mission in life is to help people, like to give value and help others. Whether that's with their health and fitness, whether that's with just life stuff, mindset, and whether that's helping my family.
Okay.
Whatever it may be, I just feel like that's my life mission is to help others and help them grow and help them become the best version of themselves.
Yeah, it's a big thing. It's a big thing. And actually, I saw your content on the internet. Like, it's not like the personal training only. It's all everything around it. It's like mental strength, like whatever your day-to-day tasks. You get better and better and better with yourself, with your mindset, with your daily struggles, everything. So that's highly
So you can definitely feel that from the content.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, because it's not like, oh, you need to push this, push that, and that's the thing. Yeah. It's like it's different and you can feel that.
It's all in the head. That's where it starts anyway.
Exactly. Okay. The name of your brand.
Beyond Boundaries.
Beyond Boundaries. Yeah.
Yeah.
How did it all start? When did it start? How you get? Why that name?
So, yeah. So I first started. I was working on a building site as a decorator, but I was always into training. I was always into fitness, and I'd go to the gym and I'd be training, and the rest of the people in the gym would be like, "Oh, train with Ben. He knows what he's doing." And at some point I was like, maybe I turn this into my career. Maybe I'll become a coach and help other people. And then I decided that was going to be my career, and I was going to build a business, a personal training business. And then I was in the car with my football manager, his girlfriend, and another friend. And we were on the way to a game because I used to play football before martial arts.
Okay.
And I was telling them about my business ideas and stuff. And my manager's girlfriend started coming up with names. She was like, let me come up with some names on the way there. She ended up writing down like 20 different names on a piece of paper. She must have been good at this sort of thing, like brainstorming, and I think maybe she was a consultant for businesses and brands. So then, I read through this list of 20 names, and I kind of give her the idea of what I'm about and what I want to achieve, so she had an idea of the type of person I am.
Okay. What kind of names did you choose? Like your clients or?
No, she came up with like loads of names, like you know,
like famous people. Or?
No, names like for the business in terms of like, Benjamin's fitness brand or.
Oh, okay, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I read through the list, and there were some really good ones, and then Beyond Boundaries came up, and I was like, that is the one, because coming from where I came from, and the challenges that I faced when I was younger and the obstacles that I overcame, it was always about going beyond your limitations, going beyond your boundaries. And Beyond Boundaries is all about taking someone on board and showing them, like, at the moment, this is where you believe you can get to, but let's go beyond that, because there's higher levels you can reach. And with the right belief system in place and the right motivation and the accountability, which I would give the people, and the right belief and mindset, you can go beyond your boundaries. You can go beyond your limitations. So that was how Beyond Boundaries came about.
Cool. How long ago?
2010?
15 years, huh?
Yeah, 15 years. Yeah, wow. Yeah.
It's been quite a journey, right?
Yeah. It's been an amazing journey.
That's what I'm always thinking, and I wanted to tell every young person that when you start sport, when you in your early life, it's gonna give you hell of a ride for the rest of your life. You're gonna have your life's gonna be so much easier if you start sports, like whatever sports you choose, whatever. I don't want everyone to be a fighter or whatever, but it's the best for you, right? It's the best for you, yeah. Whatever, grappling, jiu-jitsu, boxing, taekwondo, judo, whatever. and all other sports, football, basketball, whatever. Yeah, it's when you start early, you have that kind of strength in yourself. Like you have you'll be so much better in any other aspect in your life. I can't even explain to the people who never done it. It's like, oh man, you have to do something.
Yeah.
You have to do some kind of sport, some kind of activity, exercises, because it's gonna be so much easier for you. It's gonna be so much easier for you in life.
Yeah.
In general.
I mean, there's a lot of research to show that kids who play sport from a young age tend to have higher levels of self-esteem, confidence when they're older. They tend to build resilience and character during that early age where they're playing sport. And it's I even read an article recently, and it talked about if you're putting your children into sport, don't put them in the winning team. Put them in a team that like loses and wins, so that it builds resilience and character. Yeah, I found that interesting.
Okay, yeah, that can relate to any aspects of life, because if you used to all winning, one simple loss you can devastate you.
Yeah.
But if you struggle from the day one, like, oh, you lose that, I need to think.
Yeah. And you know yourself, right? You've competed and you still train now, and like.
And I had a lot of lose matches, and I remember now that some people ask me, oh, you lose 1 or 2 or 3 fights, you still want to do it? I said, yeah. The fuck?
Well, you learn you learn more by your losses.
Yeah,
it's hard
exactly.
to take, but if you look at it with the right perspective, you can take a lot from the losses, for sure.
Cool. You definitely are a competitive person,
Yeah.
right? So,
Yeah.
how's your jiu-jitsu going?
Yeah, it's going good. So, I've been a black belt for 2 years now. Jiu-jitsu for...
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's a big thing, yeah.
Thank you. And yeah, you were in the gym with me, right? Training together.
I remember you training. It was like, jiu-jitsu was always hard for me. I tried many times, but it's never, I never felt that kind of flow.
Yeah.
With as much as with boxing and Thai boxing and kickboxing or whatever. But I saw you guys, and it was like growing with Max Campos and all that. Yeah, amazing guy. Yeah, and now here we are. You're a black belt now. It's like amazing.
Yeah. I mean, competed a lot during the years. I'd always, back home in the UK, I'd compete once a month. To be honest, the only reason why I really trained martial arts is, number one, I wanted to know how to defend myself. Because I grew up in an environment in a small town where fighting was it was a lot of fighting.
What town was that?
Banbury.
Banbury,
It was like a lot of people like to fight.
Really?
Yeah. Banbury was like there's always fights. People from out of town would come into town, and everybody would want to fight them.
Oh man!
And
I wouldn't even think about that.
Yeah. It's and so I grew up, and my cousins they loved to fight as well. So growing up, fighting was always there. Like wrestling with your cousins was always there. So I grew up, and I developed an understanding. Well, I kind of was in positions where there was times when I felt vulnerable because I wasn't the biggest, and there might be some people around me who might bully me and try to take advantage of me. And I always remember the feeling it gave me. I felt so vulnerable and scared, and I felt like I couldn't do anything, And I remember just being like, this can't happen, and then I started training martial arts. I was like,
what was first?
MMA.
Oh, MMA.
I've done a little bit of boxing, but then the real training was when I joined an MMA club. And I used to train MMA between football seasons. So when season would end, I'd go to the MMA club, train for 2-3 months. Football pre-season would start, and then I'd leave again. So that's how my first interaction with martial arts. But going back to the question, that's the reason why I started martial arts. And there was another reason why I started. Yeah, mainly because I didn't want to feel vulnerable. And going back to the competitiveness, I've always loved competition. Like playing football from a kid, like at the ages of 8. I was playing in league football, cup games, tournaments. I was always used to competing. And then jiu-jitsu was a way for me to continue my competition, challenge myself. And compete for something and try to achieve something.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a big thing for me.
Okay, yeah. That's what I'm saying to everyone. Like, if you're in that kind of sport, it's not for everyone, but basically, when you train, it's so much better when you train for something.
Yeah.
For the competition, for the tournament, for the championships, for whatever, even for the first fight, because that's a good thing.
Yeah. I don't know what you think. Like, I mean, I'm 38 now. How old are you?
36.
You don't mind saying on camera?
36. No.
Hey, we don't hold secrets here.
I look 20. I look like 20 still, so I'm preserving well.
It's all the avocados. So it's an interesting thing. I don't know what you think, but I'm 38 now, right?
No.
And I'm a black belt. And when I'm in the gym, I'm coming up against guys 23, 24, 25. They're really good level as well. And there's still that part of me that forgets my age. And I'm going toe to toe with these youngsters, and like we're going to war. And sometimes I have to sit back and I'm like, okay, you kind of need to pick and choose your battles now. I need to pick and choose my battles. You're 38, your body's not the same anymore. Your cardiovascular system's not quite the same anymore. So I'm at a stage where I'm evaluating, you know, maybe now when I go into a sparring session, I'll pick and choose my own partners, and I'll pick and choose how many rounds I'm gonna do. You know, if I do 5 rounds and then some youngster comes up to me and wants to do number 6, you know, I might have to manage that. I might be like, no, not today. I'm only doing 5 rounds. Next time, if the youngster wants to spar, get him at the start. You know? So I don't know about you. I don't know if you've experienced any. If you have to adapt your training.
I mean, I get back onto the hard sparring with some professional boxers and the guy from Bare Knuckle and whatever. And I haven't done sparring before that kind of session. I haven't done sparring for a long time because I broke my elbow and all that stuff. It was like a lot of going on. And I said to myself, okay, whatever. I'm going to the deep water, and then, hey, they fucked me up. And I felt really bad. And like, I'm not really thinking about to conserve and preserve some energy for the later, but after that, I felt really bad. So, you know, it's, you can't actually, I should maybe think about that more often, but
maybe you haven't hit that stage
when
yet.
it comes to,
I'm 2 years ahead, so
so I still got 2 years to that.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you believe in destiny, or you think that everything it happens, it's a relation for what we put mind into it and our work? So what's your approach for this?
Wow, that's a big question. Like
you've done some meditation and all that stuff. I think some of the people who done meditation and self-awareness might be more like into that kind of question. So that's the question for you, especially.
I kind of feel like it's a combination of both.
Yeah.
Like there's partly destiny and like this is what's meant to be and this is what's gonna be, but it feels like I still make the choices within that. You know, and I'm a big believer in like making the right choices and how you believe and what you think about you attract, and the actions that you take will dictate what happens in your life. You know, for example, you know, I'm a big believer in the way you see the world, that's the way the world will be around you. So how I perceive things is the way it's all going to play out. Beautiful. And, you know, some people say, oh, you know, they believe in luck and stuff. Oh, this, you know, you got lucky doing this or blah, blah, this. No, I don't believe in luck. I believe in choices, like making the right choices. If someone said to me, oh, you're lucky where you are, I wouldn't say I'm lucky. I would say it was just down to choices, me making the right choices and or me putting in the hard work and putting in the effort to get to where I want to be. So, I think it's a combination of both.
Yeah. So it's like what you imagine, you think that's gonna happen, but you have to put a lot of hard work into it.
Yeah. Well, the belief leads to the actions. Like, you're not gonna sit at home on your sofa and go, I really want to achieve great things in my life, and then sit there and wait for it to happen. No, like you're gonna believe if you truly believe something, or you want to get somewhere in your life, or you want to achieve something, or you have a goal, and you truly believe it, you're going to take the actions that get you there. But if you don't believe it, then you're not going to do the actions and you're not going to reach it. It's a bit like when you meet people and they say, yeah, I really want to do this in my life, or I really want to be this, especially with fighters. Oh yeah, I want to be a UFC champion, I want to do this. And then 2 years, 3 years down the line, they're still talking about the same thing. So I'm looking at their actions, I'm like, how much time did you spend in the gym this week? Like, oh, you went in and trained 3 times this week. You want to be a UFC champion? You're going to be training 2 to 3 times
You have to
a day.
live in a gym.
You need to live in the gym. You need to dedicate your whole life to it.
Yeah.
So to me, the person who's not applying, isn't doing the actions, it's because they lack the belief. There's something wrong with the belief system. So for me, it's all comes from believing first, and then your actions will take place, you know?
Yeah, true. How do you spend your free time after the gym, after the, we're not counting that because obviously you trained a lot. You train a lot yourself, right? You train other people. You help other people to get their goals get them beyond their boundaries, right? What's Ben is doing after all that stuff, work and training?
Yeah, so I'm a big fan of self-development. So I spend a lot of time, just trying to gain more knowledge, whether that's reading a book, watching a podcast, listening to something. I spend a lot of time focusing on my self-development, but sometimes that can get too much as well. Like, you need to spend some time away from that. I love to travel. One thing I've discovered about myself, or learned about myself, is I love to discover new things.
Yeah.
It could be a new coffee shop, it could be a new street, it could be meeting a new person, could be going to a different country.
Yeah.
I just love to discover new things, and yeah, that's a big thing for me. Something I love to do. Connecting with people. I definitely realized that since traveling, I love to connect with people, good people, the right people around me. Yeah, that gives me a lot of energy, I'd say, for sure.
Yeah, but the thing you said on the previous question, that however you see the life, well, the life giving you the same thing, because even my wife said, "Oh, the Ben is so nice. Like, he's so easygoing. Like, it's like the energy you give, like the smile, the talk, asking the question. You're not asking questions from the diary, or you just really want to know what's going on. Like, hey, how about this? How about that? And it's it's so genuine, and it's just so much good energy that you attract. Again, good energy comes back to you. Yeah,
it's interesting because I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that as well. It's interesting because I listened to a podcast the other day, and I think you'd love this podcast. I'll send it you.
Yeah.
And they done a study on the most popular kids in school, and they were like, why were they the most popular kids in school? Is there anything that comes to mind?
How
they discovered,
how they become popular.
So they studied like the popular kids, and then they also found out why they were so popular. Is there anything that comes to mind? There was something in particular.
They had to they had to attract other people, and they didn't care that much about that. I think that.
Yeah. So what they found is the kids who were the most popular also liked the most people. So when they asked them how many friends you had or how many people you like, they had a bigger list of people they liked. They were the type of kid who would walk down the corridor and be like, "Hey, how you doing? Oh, hey, Jimmy. How you doing, Sandra?" And they were because they liked more people. That made them more popular. So it goes back to what you're saying. What you're giving off, you're getting back.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah.
Okay, and that was in like a study.
Yeah. This woman on the podcast, she'd done a study. I can't remember the details of the study, but yeah.
All right, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, do you spend some time on the internet, not in the real life? And
What do you mean?
If you spend the time and on the internet, so what would you do?
YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
So
YouTube.
the podcast and all that stuff.
Yeah, YouTube's like, I don't really watch Netflix and stuff like that, or series, or
There's too much
Yeah.
agenda in there.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
my personal view.
yeah, I find YouTube is really good because I can get to so many different topics, and like, you know, you can get like a short clip, a long clip, and it's great for education as well. Like if you need to learn anything, like YouTube's one of the first things I go to.
Yeah.
Let me watch a YouTube video on how to do this.
Yeah. And the podcast era, like even if you do something else and you have a free mind, like you can listen to something and you listen to podcasts, it's a game changer.
Yeah. And AI now, like I find myself not even going on Google anymore.
Yeah.
Like if I need to know something, I go straight to AI.
Yes.
Tell me this, give me some research on this,
Yes.
or write me up this.
Yeah,
And
Yeah, it's a powerful tool, right? That's
moving fast.
What is your favorite exercise? You have only
It's a good question.
You have only
it's a
one.
good question. When you say exercise, do we mean like an actual exercise like a squat or a deadlift, or are we talking like a treadmill run, a rower, a jiu-jitsu session?
That's why I never say the definition, because whatever fits you best, it's your ultimate.
If I had to,
ultimate thing. Yeah, you can be whatever. I'm not gonna give you
Yeah,
examples because
okay.
I have a couple of answers for that question from my previous guests, and if someone would ask me, I don't know.
Okay, so if it was in the gym, and I had to pick one exercise to do for the rest of my life,
Yeah,
it would have to be a deadlift.
deadlift.
Yeah, it would have to be
Okay.
a deadlift, because you work so many different muscles in one movement, and it's just a big compound exercise, and it's very much the full body, more posterior chain, which is good for us because everything we do is very anterior dominant, so we can develop the back of the body. It's just much better. If there was one type of exercise activity that I'd have to pick, it would obviously be jiu-jitsu. Like if I had
But what exactly?
sparring.
Oh
Rolling.
yes, you are the
Rolling,
second
just
person
rolling.
who gave me the
Yeah?
same answer. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And it's so like, I never thought about this. I never thought it like about exercise. It's just sparring is just sparring, not the exercise. And it's like, yes.
Yeah, because you're getting so much.
Yes.
Not only are you working your full body and getting all the benefits of the muscular stimulation, the cardiovascular stimulation, but you're working strategy, mindset, so much, right? And you're learning a self-defense at the same time.
Yeah, and there's one more aspect, pain.
Yeah,
You're dealing with the pain, which is a huge factor.
Yeah.
So many people underestimate it. It's pain, like in tennis, in football, whatever. I mean, there's the pain as well, but you get physical pain from another person. Someone grab your neck or whatever, kimura or whatever that stuff you're doing, and it's like, it's a different level.
Yeah, it's different for sure.
Yeah. Okay, that was good. So you actually hit quite a couple of questions, because this question was like the gym exercise, the ultimate exercise, and the exercise from your niche, which is jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
And so give me one more exercise, ultimate exercise, without gym equipment, without jiu-jitsu. It's just yourself, and the environment, whatever.
So there's no equipment at all.
I mean, whatever you can imagine is like not in the gym, right?
Not in the gym.
Not in the
Because
gym.
I'm thinking pull-ups.
Yeah.
But that would mean I'd need a pull-up bar.
You could pull. No.
It could be in the park. It could be. To be fair, like you don't need a pull-up bar. You could find something to just hang off, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I want to think. So
Pull-ups, 100% pull-ups. Oof. Obviously, you're not getting the legs. I had to pick and choose whether it would be a leg exercise or an upper body. I'd have to go. Oh,
So you have to jump off to the squat position.
maybe to a single leg squat, maybe.
Nice.
Pull-up.
Okay.
Oh shit.
So that's
He's getting
easy.
excited.
That's easy.
He's like,
That's easy.
"Oi."
But that kind of question, it gives me some view of your personal life, really. But I'm asking about the routine of your exercises. So whatever fits you the best, the most, or you doing like everyday routine for yourself? So what's your routine?
So jiu-jitsu is 4 to 5 times a week.
Okay.
And then I'd lift in the gym 2 to 3 times a week. And the gym sessions are full body workouts. I don't do muscle splits and stuff because it doesn't really transfer over to the jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
And everything I do in the gym, I want it to transfer over to jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
I want to be strong on the mats. So it's always full body because the full body's working together in jiu-jitsu. And I would have a balanced plan. I would always have a push. I'd always have a pull.
Yeah.
Horizontal and vertical.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'd cover all areas. That's kind of how I look at training. I don't go chest exercise, back exercise, shoulder. I do vertical press and pull, which is lats and shoulders.
Okay.
I do horizontal press and pull, which is chest and back.
Yeah.
And then I would pick a hip dominant movement, which is like deadlift patterns,
Yep.
more hamstrings.
Yep.
And then I would do a squat pattern, which is more quad dominant.
Yeah.
And then I would do some type of carry. I would
Okay.
carry something, whether it's above my head or carrying them like a farmer's walk, something like that.
Yeah.
That's normally how my plan looks.
That's good.
And then with core training, I wouldn't really do arms. I don't
Yeah.
isolate arms.
Yeah, because it's not useful for you. Yeah, like why would you do bicep or all that, like tricep or whatever? It's good for bodybuilders.
Yeah.
It's not very good for jiu-jitsu, boxing, whatever. They don't do much.
Yeah, and time's a factor. Like if you've only got 45, if you're a busy person and or you're an athlete or you're like us, we have busy schedules and you've only got 2 to 3 sessions a week.
Yep.
Yeah, and you've only got 45 minutes to an hour. You have to be smart with what you pick. Am I going to go for a bicep curl or am I going to pick a pull-up, for example, that gets my biceps and all my back?
Yeah. Okay. That's nice. Do you use physiotherapy?
Not really. Not really.
Do you have any struggles with your injuries or stuff?
I've actually got an injury now. I've got a neck injury.
what's that?
It's
Oh.
kind of why I'm moving funny.
Okay.
Over the last week and a half, I mean, it comes with the sport, right?
Yep.
You know what it's like.
Yeah.
You train
That's
martial
why I'm
arts.
asking. Yeah, that's what
Yeah, I mean, the mate got knee injuries, got a couple of knee issues that I have to manage in training. That's the
Okay.
beautiful thing about jiu-jitsu as well. Like when you have an injury, you can work around it.
Yep.
You know, like if I know my knee's like vulnerable in certain positions, then I'll fight in other positions. I'll play a different game.
Yep.
You know, and
You have to be smart in jiu-jitsu.
yeah.
That's why I pick kickboxing. It's like a chess game,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
It's a lot of strategy. It's a lot of strategy. And this is another thing, like it's good to touch on this. I've always been taught and I always teach injuries are opportunities. Just because you're injured doesn't mean you stay at home, sat on your bum, not doing anything. No, you work around it. Okay, you got an elbow injury. No problem, we're going to train your legs today. We're going to train your core. Okay,
Yeah.
I got a knee injury. No problem, we'll do your upper body. We'll do your core. We'll do your arms. There's always a way.
Yeah, that's a big topic because it's very close to me right now because I had an injury since February last year till like May, June.
Yeah.
My elbow splits because one of the clients kicked me in a elbow, and it's like it was broken bone. I couldn't do pads with my left hand, and I was like, I'm a personal trainer. My main thing to do, to make money is to make pads, make training, and I had to think around of that, like using my right hand, be more creative with my work with clients. It was so much. Yeah. That's the thing when I was talking to you about you can always see the good things. Okay, my arm is broken. It was struggle. It was mentally very hard for me because I couldn't do proper sparring. I couldn't do proper training. I couldn't even give the proper training for my clients. But I thought, okay, what can I do in that kind of situation? Okay, I can do whatever I can do with my right hand and be more creative with other works. That's it.
Yeah.
And it all worked out very well. So
Yeah, no, it's good to have that mindset.
yeah.
What's the solution? I need to continue making money.
Man, yeah, it was struggling. And I saw one guy on Instagram I can't remember, Joey Ferreira. I think he's quite popular in boxing thing. No arm. He was like has some surgery on the arm, and he works only with one hand. It was like, yes, that's my man. I want to watch him. He's my
the one hand pad man.
Yeah, man, and he was doing well.
When you think about it, it can work.
Exactly, and you can cover all that areas. You can work with your client with every single thing. So that's it. Yeah, but the first thing I was thinking like, what do I do? Okay.
Adapt and overcome.
Yep. Your favorite athlete, your favorite sport person.
Jeez.
You can be coach, you can be fighter, you can be whatever. Sport personality.
Yeah, these questions they kind of need. I would like some time to think about it, but I'm gonna go with my instinct.
Yep.
And the first person that popped into my mind when you said that, Floyd Mayweather.
Oh, okay. Yes, the GOAT.
Man, I just think what he's done in boxing, like, is so impressive. Like, to go unbeaten, and people would say, you know, he picked and chose his opponents at the right time. But at the end of the day, he fought everybody.
Exactly.
Like, he beat them all. And to stay at the top of your game, right? This is what's most impressive for me about him. To stay unbeaten and stay on the top of your game for over 20 years and be like a billionaire.
You don't have to do it.
How hard must that be? But he still turned up to the gym. He still put the work in. He still prepared for his fights. Man, for me, that's just a different level, man.
That is.
It's so incredible.
Yeah. I'm really glad that you came up with Floyd Mayweather, because I remember when I was watching him fight Canelo, and I thought Canelo will beat him. Canelo will beat him easily because he's in the top of his game. The Floyd Mayweather was obviously at the top of his game, but I think Canelo will win. And he destroyed him like so easily. And I was thinking, like, on that kind of level, you have like a similar match. It looks like, you know, he was towing him. Like, you know, I was like, oh man, this is not real.
So many impressive things, and not only the fact he's gone so long unbeaten and he's done it while generating all this income, and he could have quite easily have just relaxed a little bit more, let money have gone to his head. But the way he done it, like, he hardly took any damage.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's the most impressive defense all time. Like, seriously,
crazy. Yeah, so I'd say him for sure.
100%. Wow. Yeah, nice. The most valuable thing for the fighter. Cecha charakteru. Character trait.
The most valuable character
Yeah, the
trait.
most valuable character trait for the athlete, for the fighter. What would it be?
Damn.
One, only one. You can choose only one.
Wow. Belief in themselves. That would be...
Okay.
Is that a character trait?
Might be, I guess.
Yeah, I'd say that's the most valuable one, because even if the people around them believe in them, but they don't believe in themselves, nothing's ever going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, not everybody's always going to be on your side. People will doubt you and say that, you know, you can't do this, you can't do that. But it all comes within. Like, if you believe in yourself, that's all you need, because that will take you to the next steps, you know?
Yeah. Self-belief.
Self-belief,
also.
yeah.
Cool. Okay, my favorite. I ask that question to everyone. There's like a message to the whole world. Like, if you type that kind of message, every single person in the world gets it. What would it be? Like, you get one single message to every people in the world right now. What would it be?
Wow, bloody hell, that's a tricky one. Again, I'm gonna have to kind of go with my instinct.
Yep.
Because I feel like I need more time to think about it, and I might give a different answer if I had more time.
Yeah.
But the first thing that
It's
came
not
to
easy. It's not an easy question. I know. Yeah.
The first thing that came to my head was look after your loved ones. take care of the people you love.
Oh
Yeah,
that's a good one.
yeah. Take care of your loved ones.
Yeah.
I'd say if I was to give any message, it would be that. I mean, there's so many different messages, but that came to my mind straight away.
Yeah, it is deep. Yeah.
Because like even me, like I've gone round, I've travelled the world, and I've got goals, and I'm always focused on my business and achieving certain things. But like at the end of the day, if shit was to hit the fan, like does any of that matter? Like what's the most important thing? And for me, it's like coming back to my family. My family, my loved ones, the people I care about.
Yeah.
And I guess when you're, one day when we're on our deathbed, are we going to be talking about the things that we achieved, or are we going to be talking about the people we love? Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So. Yeah.
That hits. Yeah. I can't believe it happens because we talked about it like a few days ago when we were in Samui with our friends, and I read about it in that book I told you. And the Stoics, when you think about the last day of your life, like go through your mind and this is the last day of your life, what's going on, you see all of the things around you, how you feel. And for me, it's like the whole pressure just drops. And if you can just think about it, like meditate on that for a couple of minutes or maybe more, it's like, this is it. This is the end of my life right now. I can see some, trees behind the window or whatever. There's like some of my people I love and whatever. This is it.
And then what?
There's no day, there's no tomorrow.
Yeah. And what comes to your mind when you're in that moment?
It's such a relief. Like, it's not like, oh, this life is so hard that this is going to be relief for me. But the thing that nothing's going to happen after is like, it's different. And I told my friend that if you once have that kind of state in your mind, like you can always go back to it. And like there's, for example, you have some problems or whatever, you imagine it's your last day of your life, and it's like whatever. It's like nothing matters. Nothing really matters. Like seriously, we are here just for a tiny second on this planet, on this earth, life, and like whatever.
It's a good question to ask yourself.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah,
I need to read that book.
Oh yeah.
What book is it? It's good to tell the people.
It's a meditation of Stoic philosophy for every day in a year. So it's Marcus Aurelius, which was Roman Empire emperor, whatever.
Yeah, emperor.
Seneca, and the other famous ones at that time. And it's like it's very beautiful because the Stoics, they not every single time the high status. Yeah. Some of them they were like slaves. Yeah. But through the Stoic philosophy, they came very popular. So it was like it was kind of movement at that time. It was before Christ. It was a long time ago, man. And the things that they wrote, you can read it now and relate to every single day, like now.
You can apply it now.
Man, it's so deep. Yeah. It's so deep. But obviously they didn't have computers, social media, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. Less distraction, but they still have all that stuff going on in city, like gossips, like someone wants to stab someone in the back, whatever, and it's like, who wants to be?
Cheating.
Yeah, so much stuff, and I like to think about that kind of times,
Mad.
It was only one life, but now we have, for me, it looks like that. You have online life and real life, and sometimes you meet your friends at the restaurant or whatever. Everyone sits down and check Instagram, do photos and all that stuff, and it's like, something bad happened. Something bad happened.
For sure.
Oh yeah, it was a big pleasure.
Pleasure, man.
It was a really good talk, and if you want to see the whole interview, the whole our conversation on my YouTube channel, Danzak Boxing. And Beyond Boundaries.
Yeah, you can
Benjamin.
link my
Yeah, it will be
Instagram
linked.
page.
It will be linked. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
it will be Beyond Boundaries SC. So yeah, you can find me if you've got any questions regarding training or fight preparation. Feel free to reach out, give me a shout.
Oh, the where people can find you.
Yeah, I'd say Instagram is the best place.
Instagram is your main
Yeah.
platform. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you do your online coaching? Is that kind of like a special platform? Or
Yeah, so like I work with people from all over the world. If someone contacts me, I would then find out more about them, and if I think I can help them, then I would be able to structure their training and manage their training from a distance and get them the results that they desire.
Okay.
Yeah, doesn't matter where they are, as long as they follow the plan, they can get results.
Yeah. Follow the plan. Stick to the routine. If you are in Bangkok, Thailand, that's the coach you want to go to. Ben is really high class specialist in strength and conditioning, jiu-jitsu. Honestly,
Thank you.
When I trained with you back in the UK, that month or two was seriously, I felt in the best shape of my life. Seriously, and I even when I train with professional athletes, I have one boxer, one kickboxer, very high decorated, and MMA guy as well. And I use some of your exercises you done on me, and it's doing really good.
Thank you, man.
So, yeah, that will stay with me for the long time. So that's why I'm really happy, because when I saw Ben doing his stuff here in Bangkok, and I'm on the holidays, I have to do an interview with this guy, and I have to, like you said, like a little reunion, because we haven't seen each other for like a couple of years. Yeah. Nice. It was very good, man. Good to see you too. Yeah. Okay. Thanks everyone for watching. Feel free to like and comment, and also you can hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much.
See you guys.
Take care, everyone.